Welcome to the drafting season. In order for you to dominate your fantasy draft this year, follow these 3 tips. Number 1, chase high floor and not high ceilings. I absolutely love Andrew Luck and Aaron Rodgers early in drafts this season. Why? Well, the bust rate among RB1 since 2009 is 43.1%, a staggering sum. Meanwhile, wide receivers, a little bit lower in that category at around a third. As for quarterbacks, it's only a quarter have failed during that stretch. I think Luck and Rodgers, very reliable, very dependable on a week-in, week-out basis, will probably be the creme de la creme at the position this year. I wouldn't be at all surprised, given the situation for Luck, that he flirts with 50 total touchdowns in what will be maybe a career season for the Indianapolis Colts. So go quarterback either late in round 1 or early in round 2. Tip number 2, don't be afraid to reach for rookies. Last season was the year of the rookie wide receivers. We saw Odell Beckham, Mike Evans, Kelvin Benjamin, among others, blow up. Jeremy Hill at the running back position led the first-year charge. This year, a very deep RB rookie class, spearheaded by the likes of Melvin Gordon, Todd Gurley, Tevin Coleman, Amir Abdullah. I think these guys will meet expectations in their respective locales for fantasy owners. Not only that at wide receiver, but Amari Cooper, Nelson Aguilar, possibly Kevin White as well. I think these guys will step up and fill the void for their respective clubs and potentially land well inside the starter ranks for fantasy purposes. So again, don't be afraid to go after those youngsters in your draft. Finally, tip number 3, don't forget about those oldies and yet still goodies. Guys like Steve Smith, Anquan Boldin, Pierre Garcon, Eric Decker, all of these guys are going after pick 100 in average Yahoo drafts, and I think the entire group will exceed expectation. Look at Steve Smith. He's got Mark Trestman now calling the shots in Baltimore. No Torrey Smith in the mix. I think he'll best what he did last year, and that was a top 20 campaign at the wide receiver position. Meanwhile, Pierre Garcon, yeah, there's question marks about RG3, but Jay Gruden has moved him from the X to the Z position to try to maximize his targets. He's only 2 years removed from a 113 catch campaign. I think there's upside here for 80 to 85 catches, around 1,100 receiving yards, and a handful of touchdowns. Eric Decker, well, yeah, Geno Smith is still throwing wounded ducks in his general direction, but he's got Brandon Marshall to take heat off of. Not only that, but Chan Gailey, a guy that loves to spread it out, definitely benefits him overall. I think he's got 7 to 9 touchdown upside. And then finally, Anquan Boldin. I do not understand why he's going around pick number 120 in Yahoo drafts. This is a guy over the last 2 years has accounted for 168 total receptions, over 2,200 receiving yards, and 12 touchdowns. Yeah, Colin Kaepernick is sketchy, and the entire offense has got serious question marks by the Bay. But Boldin's a guy that gets it done every single year. He will turn a tidy profit in Yahoo drafts this season.